Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Super Mario 3D World. This time we picked the right character. We picked Peach because she has the air stall, which is pretty nice, you know, when you're traversing a whole bunch of instant death, kind of like this right here. Can you actually step on that right there? No, okay. It looks like you can, because it looks like that lava right there. It's like it's at the same level as the ground. Yeah, it's good that you can't do that. I don't know what you'd do right here. Like, if you could step on there, that wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense, not gonna lie. But anyways, welcome to World Castle. This is the second, or not the second, the first of the two Bowser lands, the first of the two worlds that belong to Bowser in this fabulous 3D landscape right here. Huge update for you guys, and that is that I still don't know why there are two Bowser worlds in this game. I really tried my best to figure that out for you guys, but I really just can't figure out the lore, not gonna lie. But anyways, basically last episode we started powering through some of the other levels in this world right here, and to say the least, it was not very easy. We died a whole bunch of times, and yeah, we're probably gonna die a whole bunch of other times in this episode as well, so wish me luck here. It's a really, really, really tough set of levels just because of like all the instant death and stuff. And yeah, we've had some pretty close calls, so hopefully everything goes alright this time. We do have some serious girl power on our hands right here though, so I reckon that should be plenty, really. But it doesn't mean we're completely invincible from any form of danger, okay? You always gotta keep your guard up, even in these kids games, that's for sure, I'll just say that. Anyway, still trying to locate the first star here, although we might have passed it, not gonna lie. Oh, what's this up here? We got some free coins. That's cool. I didn't know you could actually get up there. I was trying to get up there with the previous two thwomps down below, but that didn't really turn out to work all that well. We've got some Magic Koopas up here. We got 3 of them. That's how you know Bowser is serious, that's for sure. You got 3 Magic Koopas, not just the one, which, side note here, I don't really think that makes a whole lot of sense to, like, have a Magic Koopa of all things, like, as a character, really. I know there's probably going to be a whole bunch of people who disagree with me like that, but I think it would just make more sense to have more of them, because, like, isn't that, like, one of Bowser's troops or something? I don't know. And Bowser Jr. is, like, the second in command, along with, like, the Koopalings and stuff. Just a little bit of Super Mario lore criticism I thought I'd drop right there. But anyway, still no sign of any coins, or stars, I should say. There's definitely been lots of signs of coins, that's for sure. We're going to try to grab as many of those as we can. Including these key coins right here. We're gonna want these. We know how to use them. Presumably at the top of this right here, if I had to guess. Hopefully we'll be able to get them all in one run. I don't see why not right here. We've got some very suspicious bricks right there. And we just died. That's stupendous, you know. I scripted that and everything. Alright, time for take 2. And the box, the teleporter, that's gonna be right here. So we're gonna have to march our way back on down. So we're looking for the 3rd star right now. Huge oof, we missed the first one, that's kind of sad, but you know, we missed a whole bunch of stars last episode too, and it's really no big of a deal, really. I think we're pretty clean in terms of like star counts for future levels and stuff, but you always want to collect as many of them as you can, because you know, the more stars you have, the more levels you can unlock, and really the only levels I'm really looking to unlock here, at least that I really need to unlock, you know, just for the sake of the series, are, you know, actually Bowser right here, basically. So what do we have going on right here? We've got a whole bunch of bricks, and there's the star! We'll take that. Beautiful. Stupendous. Now, how the heck do I... There we go. Okay. I was a little worried I couldn't leave there for a second. That would not be nice at all. But anyways, we're gonna grab this, and then I reckon we're gonna have a little surprise coming down from above. Oh, and would you look at that? It's our friends, the Fuzzies, but they're not the Fuzzies. It's actually some kind of gas, I think. That's a little dark, don't you think? And it instantly kills you, too. That's fantastic. I love that. And it takes away all the key coins, too. Well, I guess that's kind of required, you know. It's kind of the reason why we're going up this whole tower right here, I guess. So, yep, time to do this again. Alright, so lesson learned, this side of the seesaw right here, we're not going to be able to pass through it right here. We're going to have to run all the way across and do everything here. No shortcuts to be seen, unfortunately. But not to worry, we can run pretty fast, which is good. That's pretty useful. We're not Toad, although I said this in the previous episode, I'll say it again here. I don't think Toad would be a very good character to use in this world because he runs, but it's fast, and you know, you got all that lava you got to avoid and everything, and that too. Why the frick did I do that? Alright, take 3. Here we go. We're gonna grab this, and then we gotta, like, split here. We gotta make sure, we don't get killed right there. That was 2 very close calls right there. Holy frick, dude. 3rd close call. Yeah. There is no room for error here, clearly. Absolutely not. So, I guess we'll just have to keep swinging at this. I might have to do a little bit of cutting in this video, not gonna lie. This is a hard little section right here. You know what I reckon we could do, though, to speed things up, is we could attempt to, like, take out as many of the enemies going up as possible. That would hopefully speed things up and everything, because, like, that's kind of the reason why I failed there. I was trying to avoid the enemies right here. But we're gonna take out all these dudes right here, and then hopefully we can just make a bolt for it once we get that last key coin right up there. And then all will be good. I mean, we do have, like, a glass barrier on here, too. And that should hopefully, you know, protect us from any, like, mishaps involving the lava outside. Yeah, this is good. So we just run, we do all this. Look at how much progress we have, actually. So, yeah, killing all the enemies, that was a great call. Except for that guy, which we knocked out on the way out there. But there we go. That is that section finally complete. And here we are at the flagpole. Very nice. We'll take that. And that will be the first level of this video complete. Nice. Now, it looks like we've got a pipe going over there, so let's go check this out real quick. Hopefully there's something good under here, like a power-up house. Oh no, it's our lad, our friend, our Captain Toad. Let's do this. 6 stars, here we go. Basically, for those of you who don't watch this series regularly, Captain Toad levels are a little bit unique. Captain Toad can't jump, so it's kind of like a puzzle here, pretty much. You gotta get all the stars, and you can also move the camera around a whole bunch. So basically a little something like this right here. Sometimes it gets pretty hard, not gonna lie. It gets a little confuzzling, that's for sure. Look, we got some enemies in this level to avoid. Typical Bowser behavior, if you ask me. Now, I do believe I missed one going on the conveyor belts right there. So we'll have to go back for that. I believe, yeah, it's the one right there below the thwomp and the one above the thwomp. We gotta get that one too. There's the first one. Oh, the second one, I guess, so... Okay, that's cool. I reckon we can use the thwomps as elevators here. And that's basically how we're gonna progress with this whole thing right here. I'm going to be extra careful to not get hit by the bullet bills. I reckon we go up on top of this thwomp right here. Run over here, just make a bolt for it and everything. And then fall down here. That will take us to this star right here. And the last one is right there, the one that we forgot at the start. Very nice, beautiful. Now, a little while back I did say I might begin playing Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on this channel, potentially. That's still on the table. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but if I am going to do it, it'll probably be soon. Can't give you an exact date on that, though. I kind of wanted to wait to, like, move into college and everything before doing that. I didn't want to, like, start any big series and have to worry about that whilst also moving in. Because moving in was a little stressful, not gonna lie, but now that we're all set up, I can finally start churning out videos and everything. So, yeah, here we go. This is gonna be the last level before the boss. Now, we don't know if that's Bowser for sure in that castle right there. I know for a fact the second castle in the second world after this one, that one for sure is Bowser. But not too sure about this one. It could be Bowser. I don't see why it wouldn't be Bowser, but at the same time, like, I kind of do see why it wouldn't be Bowser, because technically this isn't the last world and everything. Now, do we have any power-ups to grab around here? No, we do not, but we have this right here. And apparently this is not gambling like I thought it was. Apparently, according to someone who commented in a previous episode, it's actually rhythm-based, so I don't have any rhythm whatsoever. So there's 100 coins for us to get us back up to 70 lives. Huge props to anyone who can get the 777 coins you can supposedly get from this. Still a very oddly specific number, but nonetheless, that is that. Time for this level right on up here. Looks like we got a volcano, so that might spell some interesting things for us, that's for sure. So in this level, looks like we got rising lava here. It also goes down too, thank goodness, otherwise this level would really have to be a frickin' speed run to complete it and everything, but we're gonna want to get across all of this as fast as we can to maximize the time and everything. And try not to get killed by these guys right here. That would suck big time. Huge oof. Now, I reckon there might be a little something going on right here, potentially. Or not. I thought for sure there'd be like something would come up out of the lava right there, but I guess not. And what makes this whole section a lot easier is that the green regions, those regions are always above the lava, while the gray regions are not. So, yeah, that makes things miles easier, because we don't have to worry about, you know, like, looking at the position of the lava itself. We can literally just go off of that, which is really helpful when I'm trying to fight a whole bunch of enemies right here. Or I'm not trying to get killed, I should say. You can't really fight the dry bones, they really just get right back up. Unless you do a little something like that. Now, does this have a power-up? Yes, it does, and it has one of the best ones in the game. Let's go! Beautiful. Can I use it to take you out? No. At least I don't think. I think that dude kind of just committed die right there. But there we go. I knocked that dude back at least, so that's good. I really do not like a lot of the enemies here, because they all like to home in on you, and that's kind of anxiety-inducing, not gonna lie. And that right there appears to be the end of this level, that we have not gotten a single star in. Jeez. Now it is time for the boss. We'll see if it's Bowser. It might be. Assuming we have enough stars to get in there, I guess. I reckon it should be plenty. We've had plenty for, like, all the other levels and everything, so... yeah, I guess we'll have to go check that out. Let's see. Moment of truth. Do we have enough? 130, 166, let's go! So we can get in there. I'm just gonna go hit the gambling machine down here real quick. And there we go, another 100. Alright, and here we are, and as you can see, there's a whole lot of instant death. Classic, I know. And boomerang bros, too. Hopefully that means a boomerang flower at some point, although... there it is! I knew it! See, I told you. Boomerang flower. Love to see that. And we got more soccer balls, too. I don't know how many of you have seen the first episode of this series, but there were a lot of soccer balls. Or really soccer bombs, I should say. They're rather explosive, not gonna lie. I don't think you can play soccer with these. There we go. We can break down this wall right here. There's a P-switch. And that's not a secret at all. It's actually essential to moving forward. That's fun. I was kind of hoping it would be, you know, a star or something. That would be pretty nice, you know? We love our stars. And that's the checkpoint right there. We're making a lot of good progress here. We've got a very narrow path. Jeez. But can I get this? Yes, sir, I can. But that is the third one. So, yeah, we're really whipping through this quote-unquote final level right here. What's this? This is a little suspicious. Oh, wow, it's another boomerang flower. Very nice. Good that we're able to keep the power-ups in this level, that's for sure. And there it is, that's the bridge, and I reckon this right here, this should be the gateway to Bowser. At least in theory. Yeah, it is. This could be the same fight we had in World 1, not gonna lie. It could be Bowser with his little, whip, I guess. He's gonna pull up right now. In my mind, it's a little bit more intimidating than I remember. Totally real final boss right here, that's for sure. You can tell just by that look on his face. It's the final boss, totally. 1000%. We might have some new tricks, actually, not gonna lie. We might have to do more than just kick soccer balls at him. Or not, I guess. I mean, that's 2 hits now. I don't know how many hits this guy takes. I think it's more than 3, potentially. I guess we're about to find out. Or not. As I said, I think we're about to... nope. As I said, I think we're about to find out. Or not. No, there's spikes in the road now. That's fun. They literally... frick. They literally explode. Like, right when I go to kick them. That's so stupid. And we gotta do this whole part again. That's fun. Great. And no boomerang flower either, except the one in our inventory, which I'm obviously gonna save, you know. Because I don't want to waste that. Oh, wait. Secret. Nice. We'll take that. So there we go. Yes, boomerang flower. We'll absolutely take the boomerang flower. We love the boomerang flower. Until we lose it like that, of course. Alright, time for take 2. Hopefully I don't get blown to bits this time. I reckon the move might be to stay closer to the vehicle right here. Okay, that's hit number 3, and it did not take him out, so I was right. This is going to take more than 3 hits. So it does look like he's got some new tricks, that's for sure. I do not remember any of this right here, that's for sure. And I think he might be spamming the fire breath a little bit more, too. But it looks like he's on the brink of history right here, at least for a couple seconds, you know? All I need is one more soccer ball. I'd like that, please. Thank you. Please give it to me. Yes, perfect. Just like that. Or not, I guess. I could use another one, not gonna lie. He's definitely spamming the fire, though. Definitely. Like 1000%. This is like the second teleporter, I think, I've had to go through, because he's just non-stop with the fire. Give me a soccer ball. Give me something to work with here. Give me some juice. Give me some material. There we go. Perfect. Now. No, it did not take him out. I had a feeling the machine here, this vehicle, his whip would be a little bit more beefier, but there we go. He's officially done, at least for the next 5 seconds or so. That's good. He's gonna disobey the law of gravity, similar to how he did earlier. And there we go. End of the game, guys. We did it. We beat the game. Fantastic. Beautiful. He's totally not gonna come back in like 5 seconds. Absolutely not. Hello there, my friends. Are you happy that Bowser is officially gone? I know I am too. Absolutely, 1000%. He's never coming back. We actually got him this time. Beautiful. And there's the flagpole. So yeah, Bowser, he's officially done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and everything. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more shenanigans like this and everything. And yeah, that's the end of the game. So hope you enjoyed. Insert more commentary here, I guess, you know, end of the level. I think the game's having some problems, not gonna lie. Guys, I don't think the level ended. Oh, what was this guy? I could have sworn we just saw this guy like a couple seconds ago. Alright, gamers, stay tuned for Super Mario 3D World, the sequel. Yeah, this is how they spring the second world upon you, that's for sure. Did not see this coming whatsoever. I don't know why I thought that Bowser was done for good. I didn't think about like a second phase in the boss fight whatsoever and everything. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video for real. If you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I'm not sure whether we're gonna go back here and get more stars or just press on to the final world and then worry about the stars like as we progress through that, but either way, we'll figure it out. See you later.